On this episode of Lapeef, Let's Talk.
You know what I'm saying? RVPs, regional vice presidents, or district managers, so on and so forth, right? Things are not getting accomplished. So there's only so much room at the top. Here's the bottom line though. Regardless of the position of the man, that woman that we talking about, she's still pining over the dude that she left at the end of the day.
Do y'all really believe that she really believed that, bro?
Huh? Here we go. Let's go, Anton. So you don't.
I mean,
so
we
you
Just
don't
because they say
on TV.
what you say don't mean nothing. How you really feel is displayed in your actions. Your actions is 90% of communication. All of that, oh, he was my one true love, is BS. It's all BS because her action says something completely different. So I don't listen to what people say. I want to see exactly what the results are going to be.
Not only that, Rilla, if she left her first husband for a man that was making money, or I don't know the whole situation, like how do I not know she might not leave her next husband for another man that's not making more money than him, right? And you also missed something, Rilla. It's very disrespectful. She was definitely wrong of her speaking about her ex like that, and she's married. Like how that's disrespectful
That's
to your
almost like Jada and
husband.
Tupac.
Huh?
It's almost like Jada and Tupac.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's disrespectful to your current husband. So yeah.
But really, I want to say this real quick, and I think it's something that needs to be said. I mean, she was probably wrong, right? But at the same time, if men on their shit, they don't have to worry about that. They don't have to worry about that at all. Listen, hold on.
Go ahead. I don't know if I agree with that, JR.
What do you mean?
You talking about somebody that's a blue collar worker, right? And you know, my thing is when I'm moving around, it's like, y'all gonna do this shit forever? Y'all gonna do this shit forever? Like some motherfuckers that come to this place, put their 8 hours in, do a little overtime, and they leave and they happy. You try to tell them like it's more than this, it's bigger than this, you guys got to do more. They ain't hearing you. This is their life. This is it. Retire. I got a 401k. I got my retirement, and this is enough for them. They're complacent. As a man, you should always be wanting to grow. You can't. That's not life. You can't get rich off a 9 to 5. You got to do more. You have to do more. And if you own your shit, you're gonna always have options. You're gonna always have options. Women gonna be looking. It's not all women, but you want to put yourself in the position. You want to be. Remember, I always talk about that threshold. You want to be above the threshold. You don't want to be below the threshold. You always want to be above, because then that way the odds are with you and not against you. If you below the threshold, you that 9 to 5 guy, and it's no diss to the 9 to 5 guy, but you got to think past that, especially if somebody giving you the game. You can't ignore it because you comfortable. You got to be willing to take that chance, take that parachute off and fly, jump out. And that's just real information. I'm not saying that everything she did was correct, but men got to start putting themselves in position to be better. Always constant growth, constant, never stops. Constant growth. Fuck that 9 to 5. I'm gonna be real. Like, my goal is not to be attached to that shit. If you make enough money, you can pay for benefits. Because that's what people do. It's that security of having benefit. But if you make enough, you paying for your freedom, you paying for your time.
But can I add something to you, JR?
Go ahead.
The thing is this, that life is like, I mean, it's positions. Niggas got to work 9 to 5s. It's no way that it's not that many positions at the top. So somebody always gotta, I mean, all the jobs that the 9 to 5, you know what I'm saying? Our world would shut the fuck down if them jobs don't get filled. Unless until we start having robots and shit and do it. So I understand the motivation and the push towards it, but at the end of the day, it's going to happen. You're going to have them average men. You're going to have the guys that work the 9 to 5s. You're going to have the UPS workers. You're going to have the truck drivers. You always going to have them because, let's be honest, it's no room at the top.
And those
not
things
only
are just
that,
real.
Logic. I mean, not only that, there are men that work 9 to 5 that are making 6 figures. And I'm gonna be honest, entrepreneurship is not for every person, right? That's not everybody doesn't want to be an entrepreneur. What you said sounds great, but that's not everybody can't be an entrepreneur. They weren't made like that. People are very complacent and they're okay working their 9 to 5 job. But if she married this man, Courtney, how long were they married? Do you know?
That's I don't know.
If she married this man, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. Go ahead. No, you're right. Go ahead.
If she married this man knowing that he works a 9 to 5, right? She married into that lifestyle. So for you to say, oh, I no longer don't want to be married to him because he can't provide, really, you married into that lifestyle. You got yourself into that marriage to marry him. So I don't agree with JR. Yes, you want to give full accountability for men, but no, this was her fault.
Yeah.
Like,
I think. Hold on. I want to finish this real quick. Because I understand what you're saying, but I just want to understand like the growth part of it. So even if you don't necessarily have to be an entrepreneur. I would strive people to try to get the bag on their own if they can, but I just want constant growth. So if you're growing, I'm not mad at you. It's just as long as you're not staying in that same position, you understand the growth of it, right? Just like there's just so many. We all students to life. We students to life, and so as men, we always have to be in that growth mindset. We can't be the same person that we was. And I hate the time frame of years, because some people will say I'm gonna do it at the beginning of the year and they never started. Started tomorrow, started within the next minute, but realistically it probably may not happen, right? But started tomorrow, wake up, start it. Like, don't wait till next week. Starting a couple days. Get it going, because to me that's an excuse if you're sitting there trying to wait until the next week or something. So as long as you're growing, whether it be you moving up within the company, I just don't want people to be doing the same shit and become complacent. But I do understand that you do have more options. The more you grow, the more options you have, the more you don't have to settle.
That's a fact.
All right, but look, let me say this,
the women though, water tastes like shit.
You got the water that quick?
I got all this damn water. I'm finna got that boiler to take a bath. This water tastes like great.
I was about to say.
When you're so used to drinking this type of water, Logic.
This tastes like some creek water. This earthly shit.
I'm about to tell y'all. I'm about to go piss.
You would damn
I want to.
Go ahead, Courtney.
I'm about to tell the audience, if they thought Logic was lying and he ain't ordered that water, I just didn't know it was coming that quick.
Yeah.
I also want to say this, before Courtney cooked, I did want to say this. CJR, at the end of all that, and I'm with that motivational message, right? I'm with men striving to be the best person they can be, get to the resources, you know what I'm saying? And in all honesty, I agree with Logic too. Like, if we don't have CEOs, which is 9 to 5, we don't have, RVPs, regional vice presidents, or district managers, so on and so forth, right? Things are not getting accomplished. So there's only so much room at the top. Here's the bottom line, though. Regardless of the position of the man, that woman that we talking about, she's still pining over the dude that she left at the end of the day.
Do y'all really believe that she really believed that, bro?
Huh?
Here we go. Let's go, Anton. So you don't.
I mean,
just because they say what you say don't mean nothing. How you really feel is displayed in your actions. Your actions is 90% of communication. All of that, oh, he was my one true love, is BS. It's all BS because her action says something completely different. So I don't listen to what people say. I want to see exactly what the results are going to be.